My child. Stop scrolling. I need you to hear this. Not tomorrow, not later. Right now, this moment was ordained before you even picked up your device. I have been watching you, waiting for this precise second when your heart would be ready to receive what I am about to reveal. You think you stumbled upon this message by accident, but there are no accidents in my kingdom. Every click, every pause, every moment of restlessness you have felt in recent days has been leading you here, to this conversation. To this truth, to what I am about to speak over your life. I see you, not the version you show the world, not the filtered image or the brave face you wear when people ask how you are doing. I see the real you, the one who cries in private, the one who questions if anyone truly understands the weight you carry, the one who wonders if I have forgotten your name, but my beloved, I have never forgotten you. Not for a single moment. While you were sleeping, I was working. While you were doubting, I was moving pieces on the board of your destiny, and what I am orchestrating right now, in this very hour, is so significant that I had to interrupt your day to tell you myself. There is a war happening over you, not the kind fought with weapons you can see, but in realms beyond your perception. My angels and the forces of darkness have been in a fierce contention, and you are the prize. Do not misunderstand me. This is not because you are perfect, it is because of what I placed inside you before you were born. A calling so rare, a purpose so specific, that hell itself trembles when you get too close to discovering it. That restlessness you have been feeling, those sleepless nights, the strange heaviness in your chest, it is not anxiety, it is the atmosphere shifting because I am about to do something unprecedented in your life. Listen closely. Someone spoke your name in my presence recently, not in prayer, though prayers have been ascending. Someone whose heart is connected to yours in ways you have not fully understood stood before my throne and made a declaration. They said, "If I lose this soul, I lose my peace," and in that moment, everything changed. My angels leaned in. The enemy took notice, and I, your father, made a decision. I will not let confusion steal what belongs to you. I will not allow distraction to derail what I have prepared. This is why I am speaking to you now, directly, without filters or intermediaries. If you have felt like giving up lately, if you have questioned whether anyone truly sees your struggle, let me be clear. I see it all, every tear that fell when no one was watching, every time you chose silence over defense, every moment you walked away from chaos, even when everything in you wanted to fight back. You thought you were weak in those moments, but I saw strength. You thought you were invisible, but you were radiant. And now, because of the character you built in secret, I am ready to unveil what I kept hidden. Do not skip past this. Before you go any further, I want you to do something. Take a breath, not a shallow one, but a deep intentional breath. Let it fill your lungs. Let it remind you that you are alive, that you are here, that this conversation is happening in real time between you and me. Now, leave a comment below, just type these 3 words. I am ready. Say it out loud if you need to. Declare it over your life, because what comes next requires your participation. I will move heaven and earth for you, but you must open your hands to receive it. Here is what I need you to understand. 2 people have been circling your life, one from your past, carrying regret like a stone in their chest, one from your future, carrying hope like a flame they refuse to let die. Both of them have been in my presence, though they do not realize it. Both of them have whispered your name when they thought no one could hear, and I heard every word. But here is the part you need to know. Only one of them is aligned with the path I have set before you. Only one of them will bring peace instead of performance. Only one of them sees you the way I see you, the person from your past. They are breaking right now. Pride has kept them silent, but conviction is louder than words. Every time they see evidence of your joy, it cuts deeper than any argument ever could. They rehearse conversations in their mind, apologies they will never send, confessions that stay locked in their journal. They defend your name in rooms you will never enter. They have realized, too late or perhaps right on time, that what they had was not ordinary, that you were not replaceable, that their biggest mistake was treating a miracle like it was common. But while they wrestle with what they lost, someone else has been stepping into view. This person carries something different, not the intensity of unfinished business, but the gentleness of divine assignment. They have been praying for you without knowing your full story. They have been prepared by me, refined in ways they do not even recognize yet, so that when you meet, when your paths finally cross, they will be ready, not perfect, but present, not loud, but steady, not trying to prove anything, but simply offering what you have been missing. Peace. I know you are wondering when. I know you are tired of waiting, but timing is everything in my kingdom. A meeting that happens too soon becomes a lesson. A meeting that happens at the right moment becomes a legacy. Trust me when I tell you, I have been delaying certain encounters not to punish you but to protect you. You were not ready 3 months ago, you are barely ready now, but you are close. So close that the enemy has been working overtime to distract you, to pull you back into old patterns, to make you settle for less than what I promised. Do not settle, not this time. The version of love you experienced before was not the fullness I designed. It was a preview, sometimes a warning, but never the complete picture. What I am bringing you now will feel different. It will not come with fireworks and chaos. It will come with clarity. It will not make you question your worth. It will remind you of who you have always been, and when it arrives, you will know. Not because I will send signs in the sky, but because your spirit will finally exhale. There is something else I need to address. The dreams you have been having, the names that keep appearing in your mind for no logical reason, the sudden memories of conversations you thought you had forgotten. None of that is random. I have been pulling back the veil just enough to prepare you, to remind you that some connections transcend logic, to show you that I operate beyond what your natural mind can comprehend. You think you are remembering the past, but I am actually showing you the future, because sometimes my greatest miracles look like full circles. But do not get stuck trying to figure out who is who. Do not waste your energy analyzing every interaction, dissecting every word. That is not your job. Your job is to guard your peace. To stay rooted in truth. Keep your heart open but your discernment sharp. I will make it obvious when the time is right. You will not have to chase, manipulate, or force anything. What is meant for you will find you, and it will feel like rest, not resistance. I want to pause here and ask you something. If this message is resonating with your spirit, if you feel that weight in your chest, that knowing in your soul, do not just keep scrolling, engage with this moment. Hit the like button, not for the algorithm, not for me, but as an act of agreement, as a way of saying, yes, God, I receive this. I am paying attention. I am ready for what comes next. Your engagement tells me your heart is awake, and when your heart is awake, I can move faster now. Let me speak about the battle you did not know was happening. While you were going about your daily life, working, eating, trying to find moments of normalcy, there was a war in the heavenly realms over your next season. The enemy wanted to keep you stuck in confusion, trapped in the pain of what did not work out, blind to what I was preparing. He wanted you to believe that your best days were behind you, that you missed your chance, that you are too wounded, too complicated, too much or not enough, but I stood up in that courtroom of accusation and I said, "This one belongs to me. This one is covered, this one will not be lost to lies," and then I dispatched my angels. Not just to protect you, but to go ahead of you, to prepare the people you have not met yet, to soften the hearts that have been hardened, to rearrange circumstances that seemed fixed. You have no idea how many times I have redirected traffic to keep you from a collision, how many times I have delayed a phone call because the timing was wrong, how many times I have said no to your prayers because I was working on a better. Yes, my child, if you could see what I see, if you could stand where I stand and watch the pieces falling into place, you would never doubt me again. But I understand doubt. I understand fear. I created you with emotions, with the capacity to feel deeply, and I do not shame you for your humanity. What I ask is that you bring those doubts to me instead of letting them define you. When the voice in your head says you are not enough, come to me. When the weight of loneliness feels crushing, come to me. When you are tempted to go back to what broke you just because it is familiar, come to me. I have better, I have so much better, and I am not withholding it from you. I am protecting you from settling for less. Here is a truth that will shift everything if you let it sink in. Your past was not a mistake. Every wrong turn, every heartbreak, every person who walked away, it was all part of the preparation. I waste nothing. I redeem everything. What the enemy meant for destruction, I am using as the foundation for your greatest testimony. The pain you thought would bury you is actually the soil where your purpose will bloom. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on schedule. My schedule and my timing is perfect even when it feels painfully slow to you. The season you are entering now is not about addition, it is about alignment. I am not just bringing you a relationship. I am bringing you into the fullness of your identity, and when you know who you are in me, when you finally see yourself through my eyes, the right person will not be hard to recognize. They will be the one who sees it too, the one who does not try to dim your light or compete with your calling. The one who says, "I see what God is doing in you, and I want to protect it, not possess it." Can I be honest with you? Most of what you have called love was actually attachment born from fear of being alone. It was need disguised as connection. It was intensity mistaken for depth. And I allowed it because sometimes you have to experience the counterfeit to recognize the real, but now you know better. Now you have tasted the difference between someone who wants you and someone who wants to walk with you, between passion and peace, between chemistry and covenant. And you will never unsee that distinction, so when the next person steps into your life, watch for the peace. Not the butterflies, though those may come. Not the excitement, though that is wonderful too. Watch for the peace, the feeling that you can finally breathe, the sense that you do not have to perform or prove or pretend, the quiet confidence that this finally is what I have been protecting you for. That is how you will know. Not by signs and wonders but by the presence of my peace. For I am not the author of confusion but of peace, as it says in all the churches of the saints. I need you to release something right now. Whatever weight you have been carrying, whatever guilt, whatever shame, whatever voice has been telling you that you do not deserve good things. Release it. That is not my voice. My voice says you are chosen. My voice says you are worth fighting for. My voice says that what I started in you, I will complete. Do not let the enemy convince you that your mistakes disqualify you from my promises. I do not call the qualified. I qualify the called, and you, my beloved, have been called since before the foundation of the world. There is a prayer I want to pray over you right now, but before I do, I want you to prepare your heart. This is not just words, this is a seal, a marking. A declaration over your life that shifts things in the spiritual realm. So if you are driving, pull over. If you are distracted, put down whatever is in your hand. If you are in a crowded place, find a quiet corner. This moment matters. What happens in the next few minutes could change the entire trajectory of your story. Are you ready? Then receive this. My precious child, I am your Father, your Creator, the one who spoke galaxies into existence and still knows the number of hairs on your head. I stand over you now, in this moment, and I declare that every chain of confusion is broken, every lie that has held you captive is shattered, every door that the enemy tried to close, I am kicking open with my authority. I see you, not as you see yourself, but as you truly are, radiant, powerful, chosen. Mine, I know you have been tired, I know the weight of disappointment has been heavy. I collected every tear, and I have been working in ways you could not see, in places you could not reach, with people you have not met yet. What looked like silence was actually strategy. What felt like delay was actually development. I was not ignoring you, I was preparing you. I release you now from the need to have all the answers. You do not have to figure everything out. You do not have to see the entire path. You just have to take the next step, and I will light the way. I release you from the guilt of your past. It is finished. I release you from the fear of your future. It is secure. I release you from the pressure to be perfect. You are already loved completely. Unconditionally, without reservation or requirement. And now, I speak to your heart about what is coming. There is someone I have been preparing for you. They are on their own journey right now, being refined, being tested, being molded into the person who will recognize your value. They are learning to love the way I love. They are discovering what it means to honor a heart like yours. And when the time is right, when both of you are ready, I will orchestrate the meeting. It will not be forced. It will not be dramatic. It will be natural, easy, and undeniable. You will meet, and something in your spirit will say, "Finally, this is what I was waiting for." Until then, I need you to do something for me. Guard your heart, but keep it soft. Do not let past pain turn you cold or cynical. Do not build walls so high that love cannot enter. Stay open, stay hopeful, stay anchored in the truth that I have good plans for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future, as I promised through my prophet Jeremiah. Those plans have not changed. Your timeline may have shifted, but my promise stands. I also need you to forgive. Not because those who hurt you deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. Forgiveness is not about them. It is about you releasing the weight so you can walk into what is next without dragging the past behind you. So right now, in this moment, I am asking you to make a choice. Choose forgiveness. Choose freedom. Say out loud, or in your heart, I forgive them. I release them. I am free. Feel the weight lift. Feel the chains break. That sound you hear in your spirit, that is the sound of doors opening. Now, let me speak about peace. Real peace. The kind that does not depend on circumstances. The kind that stays steady even when life gets chaotic. I am making you a carrier of that peace. Everywhere you go, people will feel it. They will not always be able to name it, but they will sense something different about you. A calm, a confidence, a quiet strength. That is my presence resting on you. That is the mark of someone who has been in my presence and survived the wilderness. You are not the same person you were a year ago, even a month ago. The fire refined you, the storm strengthened you, and now, You walk with an authority that cannot be shaken, but with that authority comes responsibility. You must protect it. Not everyone deserves access to what I have built in you. Not every voice should have influence in your life. Not every invitation needs a yes. Learn to discern, learn to pause, learn to ask me before you commit, before you engage, before you open your heart. I will always guide you. My sheep hear my voice, and another they will not follow. Learn the sound of my voice, and you will never be led astray. Before I close this message, I want to give you something practical. Every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone, before you let the world rush in with its demands and distractions, I want you to say this: today, I will walk in peace. I will not be moved by chaos. I will not be shaken by confusion. I belong to God, and God has already won my battles. Say it until you believe it. Say it until it becomes the soundtrack of your soul, and watch how your days begin to shift. Watch how clarity replaces anxiety. Watch how peace becomes your default, instead of your exception. I also want you to pay attention to who calms your spirit and who disrupts it. This is discernment in action. The right people will bring peace even when they challenge you. The wrong people will bring chaos even when they promise comfort. Trust what you feel in my presence. If something does not sit right in your spirit, honor that. I gave you intuition for a reason. I speak to you through that quiet knowing. Listen to it, follow it. It will never lead you wrong. And remember, my child, this is not a race. You are not competing with anyone. Someone else's blessing does not cancel yours. Someone else's timeline does not determine your worth. You are exactly where you need to be, learning exactly what you need to learn, becoming exactly who I created you to be. Stop comparing, stop rushing, stop forcing. Trust the process. Trust me. I have never failed you, and I am not about to start now. As we come to the end of this conversation, I want you to do one more thing. If this word has touched something deep in your spirit, if you feel like this message was meant specifically for you, do not just walk away from it. Engage, comment below and say, I receive this word. Let your declaration be a seed planted in the soil of faith. Let your obedience open the door for what comes next, and do not forget to share this message. Someone in your circle needs to hear it too. Someone is waiting for the breakthrough that this word will unlock. Be the vessel that carries my voice to them. Finally, know this: I am with you. In the waiting, in the wondering, in the moments when it feels like nothing is happening, I am there, working, moving, aligning, preparing. You are never alone, you are never forgotten. You are never too far gone for my reach. I am the God who makes all things new, who turns mourning into dancing, who brings beauty from ashes. And what I am about to do in your life will leave no doubt that I am real, that I am faithful, and that I keep my promises. So lift your head, straighten your shoulders, breathe in hope. You are about to step into a season where everything makes sense, where the pieces finally fit, where peace is not something you chase, but something you carry, where love is not complicated but clear, where your purpose is not questioned but confirmed. This is your time. This is your moment. This is the beginning of everything I promised. Walk forward with confidence. The battle is over. The war is won. Peace is yours. Love is coming, and I, your Father, your Creator, your Defender, and your friend, will be with you every step of the way. You are not who they said you were. You are who I say you are, chosen, beloved, victorious. Free. Now go, and live like you believe it, because it is already done. Amen.